So this is Nima from the future, and I just wanted to say something before you start in this video. Number one, I explained pretty early on that I tore my rotator cuff. Now, they've given me medicine for this, and this medicine's pretty strong. So if some things I say don't really, make sense or sound off, just know that I'm on some shoulder medicine to be able to do this, and I do apologize. Anyway, guys, enjoy the video. Alright, so it's time to do a very short review. For many reasons, namely just because there's not a lot to talk about with this game, but it's a really good game, so it deserves some attention. But I will start off by saying, I am kind of behind right now because I don't know if you guys remember me talking about the illness that spread through my family last week. Well, that spread through all of the adults, except for me. And so I was left watching my kids. But, luckily for me, it came back. And it came back only to my children, which also sucks, but at the same time, the suckiness was amplified by 10 times when I actually tore my rotator cuff yesterday. So I've been in and out of meetings with doctors and different little scans and potentially surgery soon. Awesome. I love getting old. Anyway though, enough holding up your time. I just want to tell you where I've been at and what's been going on. I want to talk about the game Right and Down. Now this is a great game. Now again, there's not a lot to it, but what you do have available to you is 8 different characters to explore these little paths. And essentially everything is based on like a square grid of sorts where you start in the upper left and you try to go to the bottom right. And through that way, you're going to be met with different obstacles, enemies, gold, armor buffs, and things of that nature that really help. Now, the reason why is because when you run into an enemy, there is no real combat. They basically just deduct whatever from your armor until it starts going into your actual vitality. And as you know with any game, once your vitality is out, the game is over. Which is why it's really important to keep your health and your armor up and collect whatever benefits you can along the way. Like I said, through each little run, there's probably anywhere from 2 to 7 different armor collects that you can get, ranging from about 3 armor to 5. I've even seen some different spells and moves that you can use that every time you move the board, it'll raise the amount of vitality you get when you collect like a potion, or it'll raise the armor's amount as well. So when you collect it, you're going to collect a lot more armor. Either way, you just want to make sure all of this is up, because when you run into an enemy, they will take out that much damage that is specified under them. With that also ranging anywhere from like 5 to I've seen like 35. I'll be honest, when you're in that like 35 range, things are getting pretty real, so you want to pay attention. And part of that is just planning out which path you're going to take, essentially, as you create your own path through a minefield of enemies that also have things such as equipment, or, like I said, health potions, or armor, and gold. So you want to kind of make a distinction about which way to go. You also want to fight enemies, though, every now and then, because your experience points will help you out, as well as your gold. All of these things can offer more options when you unlock different equipment. And finally, arguably one of the coolest aspects about this game is how the different characters have different aspects of them that are stronger than others. Different characteristics that really build them up to be like your style. Now, the first one that is released is just kind of an all-around guy. He's kind of tanky, has a lot of vitality. You collect his armor, he doesn't start off with any, but at the same time, he can take a lot of damage. And the second character, though, has a lot of armor, but not much health. And so, as you continue to play and you unlock more and more characters, you're definitely going to find one that really suits your style a little bit more. Maybe they're a little bit more aggressive. Maybe they're a little bit more defensive. Regardless of how you play, as long as it matches your game style and you're digging it, then you should go for it. I really like this game though, and I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. Yeah, it's not like this big, expansive world, but what it is really fun. And that simple top-down puzzle solver style game where you're just trying to figure out how to avoid enemies and get the most out of each run, that each one can take anywhere from, 10 seconds to a minute, is very fast paced as well and keeps you going and going and going. It's also, I have to say, very addictive, as it's one of those games that even though I've been done with, or at least semi-done with it, I still keep playing, and I shouldn't, because I have a bunch of other games to talk about. Please let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are of Right and Down. Is this something that sounds like a game you're gonna like? Is this something that you're gonna pass on? Have you heard of Right and Down? Everything and anything down below in the comment section, I'm really appreciate it. And like always, I'm wishing you guys health, wealth, and above all, I hope you're truly happy because you make me happy. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.